Good morning. It's me again, Father Matthew. Hope you're all okay. Another nice day. Today's begun a little differently for me because yesterday I was interviewed for a program on Radio Leyland, local radio station, and they played a newer, updated version of my song, Hold On, which is very strange to tune in and listen to myself talking and singing. And there's going to be a full interview, a fuller interview on the Gospel Hour tonight on Radio Leyland between 9 and 10. And I think they're going to play the song again. But that was very interesting. Something I was interviewed on a program on Radio Leyland a couple of years ago now, but this is a very strange experience. So do tune in and listen to that if you can. I don't know what else to say about that, but it's just a strange and new thing. I mentioned yesterday about the recording an Irish song, which I've done. It's still a work in progress, but I'll attach that to the email that I send out the links with, so that you can listen to that. So that's done. I don't really have a lot else to say today, but I just want to say though that it's been nice to speak to some of you, to hear from some of you, and all the rest of it, and to know that things are largely going okay. It's a common theme in conversations and talking to the chap from the radio who interviewed me, who is actually a Methodist minister. We were talking about the sort of differences in the way things are now, and the fact that things aren't as they're supposed to be. And I mentioned the other day that in sort of arranging funerals, it's very strange and not right to kind of have to do things only by phone and not be able to kind of sit in person and all the rest of it. I did do the first of the two funerals this week yesterday, and it was a very, very, very strange experience. There was a part of me that almost felt as though I'd been let out to do something, and kind of almost felt excited and happy about that. Going back to the sort of normal things, because of course, clergy are classed as key workers to an extent, although we're advised not to do home visits and things like that at the moment, for obvious reasons. But no, I did feel as though I'd been let out for an hour. So it was very strange, but I must say the experience of taking a funeral in these circumstances was not nice. I did my best, to do a nice funeral, and the family were very understanding and all the rest of it. But of course, we have to maintain social distance, and so there was no shaking of hands or hugging or anything else. And there are no more than 10 people allowed into the chapel at the crematorium, and the chairs are all spaced out. So it's very strange talking to a group of people spread out like that. And I think the thing that stays with me most is, when you see one of the relatives, obviously really upset in the funeral, and of course nobody's able to put their arm around them or whisper words of comfort. They just have to kind of sit there and go through it. We did our best to make the best of it, but it wasn't a good situation, and I hope that we won't have to do that for much longer. It's a very, very strange thing, and I think really that excuse me. I think really that we should all pray a lot, especially for people who are having to have funerals during this time, because it's very strange. But obviously we have to do the right thing, and certainly I believe that we have to do this for as long as we need to, because of course there is the great danger that if we end the lockdown too quickly, then things will just surge up again, and then we'll be right back to square one anyway. So personally, I'd rather have weeks and weeks of this, and get it right than kind of have to keep stopping and starting and all the rest of it. But I am thinking about you all and praying for you all, and I hope you're praying for me too. I would be really grateful if you were. Um, yeah, so look after yourselves and each other. May God bless you. Bye for now.